Hey everyone, this is Larry. Welcome back to TodayIFeelLike.com. Today I just came back from a week-long trip to Paris, and I thought I was going to do a what's in my tech bag video before I left, but I decided to do one after I got back so I can talk about what I packed and what I actually used and didn't use. So let's go ahead and run through this. I'll show you guys everything that I brought with me, and I'll talk about what I used and what I didn't use. All right, so let's talk about the first thing, which is the actual bag itself. And this is the Wandered Provoke. This is a fantastic bag. I have a number of photo backpacks, and I've really struggled on which one to take. But I really like the Wandered Provoke because it has some very unique features. Like for instance, this back part folds completely down so that you can have right here an area for your laptops and for your tablets. So right inside here, as you can see, I have my iPad Pro. So, first thing we'll talk about is the iPad Pro. I didn't use it at all. So, I'm tossing it over off to the side. Will I bring it again? I don't know. To be honest with you, I brought it because I thought I might want to be able to watch movies on the plane, but there were so many movies on the plane available, I didn't really need it. I also thought that I might do a little video editing while I was on the road, but I decided just to enjoy my vacation and just shoot and not really worry about any editing while I was on the go. Now, if I was working, I definitely would use that. But for vacation, I think I might take it with me, but I'll probably leave it behind next time. But as you can see here with the Wandered Provoke, this is actually where the camera bag part is. This little pouch right here is actually the camera bag. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually unzip this so that I can show you guys if I can get this, if I can find the zipper part here. Let's get this thing unzipped. I'll show you guys how this stuff fits in there. And there we have it. So I have my body here, lens, and then battery charger there. So now I brought with me the Sony A7R4, which I brought this primarily because it has image stabilization. It has a large megapixel sensor, 42 megapixels, and it has image stabilization. And so I was going to Paris, the city of light, so I thought I might be shooting at dark quite a bit in the dark, and maybe in museums where I'd really want that full frame ability to shoot high resolution in low light. And so I did use it somewhat, but to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't use it as much as I thought because it was sort of a pain to take everywhere with me. So if I was going to go again, would I take this? I don't think I would. Right now I'm shooting with the Sony a6400, which is a much smaller, lighter camera. The lenses are smaller and lighter. I would probably take that. The only reason why I didn't take it is because it doesn't have image stabilization, but they are coming out with a new Sony a6600, which does have image stabilization, which I plan on getting. So the next trip I'll likely take the a6600 and leave the if I get it out, the A7R3 back at home, and yeah. So anyways, that's gone. And because I'm not taking the A7R3, I don't need my 16-35, which is a larger lens. One of my favorite lenses is actually the 35. It's a 35-2.8, but on this, putting this onto a crop body frame becomes like a 50 millimeter, so I likely won't take that either. And because I'm not taking that camera, I don't need the battery in the battery pack, so that goes out right there, which pretty much empties out my entire camera bag. But because I will be taking the A6600 whenever I go again, that body will then be in here with the lighter lenses. So let's go ahead, we'll zip this back up right here, and I will show you guys what else is in my bag here. So now this, and there's a little pocket right here in the very back right here. There's a little pocket that zips up that you can put small things in. I use it to put batteries and such in here. So for instance, little GoPro batteries fit in there nicely. So I have that. I did bring my GoPro. We'll get to that later. But this is what I want to show you. This is the Car Lock Portable. And yeah, I brought this. The Car Lock Portable is a little GPS tracking unit that allows you to, there's an app that will show you wherever this unit is. So there is a button on here, it's sort of like an SOS panic button. But the most important thing that I like about it is you can actually see in the app where your gear is. So if you put this in your gear bag and your gear bag goes missing, either because maybe the airline forces you to check your bag when you thought you were carrying it on, or your bag gets stolen or it gets lost, whatever, you can track it using this. So this thing is vital. I brought this. I will bring it with me everywhere I go. It is awesome. So my GoPro batteries, to be honest with you, I brought my GoPro, didn't really use it. I mean, not to say that I wouldn't use it on in other places or on other trips, but this trip I just didn't use it. So would I bring it again? I'm going to say yes, because my GoPro is small. It's easy enough to take with me pretty much anywhere without a bunch of weight. So I'm going to take that with me. So I'll throw the batteries off to the side. Now, this right here, these are my Jabra Elite 85Hs. These are active noise canceling headphones, and these things are awesome. You may have seen that I did a review on these a while back. They sound fantastic. They have long battery life. I mean, I had a ridiculously long flight where we flew from DC to Dallas, and then from Dallas to Paris, and we did the same thing in return. I used these headphones both ways, single charge, didn't have to worry about it. I mean, there's still plenty of charge in there. I probably could go back to Paris with these things and not need to worry about charging them. So fantastic. So these are definitely going with me everywhere I go. Those are fantastic. Now, I also brought the Nintendo Switch. So, it's funny. I actually thought that I was going to do a bit more gaming when I was on the plane. So there's my Switch. I brought it. I had some, I have some games in here in the little compartments there that I could use. And I did play a little bit when I was actually on the way out, but I didn't play as much as I really thought I did. I watched a few movies, and on the way back, I didn't use it at all. So it was sort of just a waste of space, and I ended up humping it everywhere I was at on the go. So would I take this again? I don't know, to be perfectly honest with you. This is a hard one. Like maybe if I'm traveling alone, I might take it with me somewhere. But right now, I'm going to say no. I'm going to toss that over in the no pile because I don't think I'll take that with me again. Now this is the little JanSport pack. This thing is wonderful. It has a little clasp right there. It folds out, and you can put all of your small gadgets in here. So there's a place here, a netting that you can put cables in. There's a zip-up pouch in here that will carry all kinds of stuff. And so in here, some of the stuff that I brought is like an extra battery for my for my A7R3, which I don't need, so I'll toss that off to the side. It was a museum pass that I bought when I was there. But here are some things, like this is a cable I brought that will allow me to use microphones with my mobile phone. Didn't actually need it, so I won't be bringing that. I have an Insta360 X battery, so I actually did use my Insta360 X quite a bit, so this will actually be going with me again. This here is, if I can get this name right, I want to make sure I get it right. This is a cable. I believe it's called, it's from Outdoor Tech. I believe it's called like the Octopus. But basically what it is a cable that has a USB-C, a lightning cable, and a micro SD cable. So there's three different connections that you can have with this one cable, and this was absolutely wonderful. I mean, I use this pretty much every day. I was able to plug it in and and use it to charge my phone or a camera or whatever I wanted, because it had all three connections. So this is definitely going back into my gadget bag. A few other things that I had in here I brought just in case. I mean, I brought a little bunch of little knickknacks. This here is it's just a little cell phone stand or a tablet stand that allows you to hold your phone up or tablet up. I usually take this everywhere. That'll come with me again. This is a little GoPro accessory so that it actually it gives you a 1/4-20 thread on your GoPro. I actually use this because I actually use my GoPro, the little shorty stick. I actually use that quite a bit. So this will definitely stay with me. This is a little Editage ETM001 microphone. I actually didn't end up using it, but it's so lightweight and it's so convenient to carry with me. I'll actually take this and put that back in the pile. This is a little small Joby tripod that allows you just to mount your camera somewhere. You can just pretty much set it down anywhere flat. It's just sort of little feet. But again, I did use this a few times, so that'll stay with me. This is a SD card to Lightning connector for my iPad, and yeah, I just didn't use it, so that's going to go in the no pile. This is a headphone splitter. This is from iLove, and I bought this a while back. It is a little headphone splitter, and it works fantastically. So yeah, this will stay. This allows me, if I want to share movies and watch movies with my wife from the iPad, we can both listen at the same time. So that'll stay. This is a Joby cell phone holder. So you can put this on a tripod. There's a 1/4-20 mount on there, or a selfie stick or something to use this. It folds up flat, which makes it very convenient. I actually didn't use this, but there were times where I thought about using it, and it's so light and it folds up so flat that I'll keep it with me because it's nice to have just in case. You know, this is just a USB-C charging cable I brought for my Rode wireless mic Go microphone system. I ended up not needing it, so I'm going to toss it off to the side. I do have that octopus cable if I need to plug in something, so there's that. This is a power brick, you know, just a regular power brick. This one's from one of my iPhones I could use. I actually ended up not needing it at all, so I'm going to toss it off to the side. You know, I may end up, you know, you may end up needing those at some point, but I have other ones. This is actually a SD card reader. This is it has on one end, it has a regular USB port. So this is, I forgot, this makes this from IOGear. It is the GFR C3 3C12, yeah. And but again, one side is a regular USB, and then on the other side is actually USB-C. Now the reason why I got this is because it allows me to actually plug in right there. You can see I have a micro SD and a SD card. It allows me to plug in to my phone. I have which I did take with me. I brought actually two phones. That's the other part. I brought a Samsung Galaxy a Galaxy Note 10 Plus and my iPhone XS Max. I almost did not use my iPhone XS Max at all. I mean, I barely use it at all. This is what I use almost all the time for most of my photography, and so I can actually just plug this into my my Samsung phone, and I can download the photos, or if I'm shooting from my DSLR, I can actually go ahead and I can move the photos from off the memory card on my DSLR onto this, so I can view them and share them. So anyways, this will definitely stay. This is the IOGear you know, little memory card reader. We'll talk about the phones again in a minute. Now, let's see if I have anything else in here that I need to talk about. There's some other little knickknacks in here that just sort of stay in this pouch, like, you know, there's extra memory cards, a microphone, Lightning to 3.5 microphone adapter, you know, some little small knickknacks that just always stay in there, so that's not a big deal. But this right here, I don't actually know the model number. Let's see if there's a tag in here. This is the JanSport. Let's see, it says it's called the Matrix Pouch. So it's the JanSport Matrix Pouch. And this thing is absolutely fantastic. You can see there it folds down. There's a couple of zip up pouch, like there's this one here, this smaller one that has the netting that zips up. Actually, in the back part right here, there's another section that zips out so that you can secure stuff. And then you also have these little parts right here where you can just stick cables in. So this is fantastic. This will be going with me everywhere as well. And that's the JanSport Matrix Pouch. Now this right here is absolutely vital. This thing is sort of the key to keeping everything running and up, and, you know, powered up and ready to go. And this is the Zero Lemon power bank. This is a 30,000 milliamp hour power bank. It is fantastic. It actually has like 6 different places you can plug in. There's 4 regular USB ones. Well, there's 2 that are, this one's USB-C Quick Charge 2.0. There is 1 amp ones. There's 3 1 amp ones, and then 1 Quick Charge 2.0. And then on the other side, you actually have a Type USB-C port that plugs in, which is also quick charging. And then on this side, you have another 2 amp one, which is a micro USB. So this thing is fantastic. I mean, you can, basically what I did was every night I I plugged all of my gadgets in here. I plugged in both my phones, my GoPro, my Insta360, whatever I was using, other thing I was using that day. I plugged it in. You just hit the little button, it turns on, it starts to charge everything up. So you can plug 4 different things, 5 different things in here if you want to, and it will charge everything up. And then what I would do is when I would go out for the day, I would just plug this into the wall to recharge it. Now, generally, I can go for 2 or 3 or more days charging everything at night and still be good. But if you just want to be safe in the daytime when I'm not doing anything and I don't need it, I leave it back in the hotel and I would plug this into the wall. So this thing is vital. This is the zero limit 30,000 milliamp power bank. So that's fantastic. I'm definitely keeping that. Just another USB-C cable. Didn't need an extra one. Just brought it. In this little pouch here, I actually have my GoPro, and this is the GoPro Hero 7. I have it in the Ulanzi cage that allows me to have the audio adapter in there. Yeah, I would bring it again. You know, I didn't really use my GoPro much. I brought it. I was going to shoot some time lapses. Didn't really work out that way, but yeah, I would bring it again. It's small enough and light enough that I'll take it with me. This is the Teslin selfie stick, and it's nice because it's small enough that you can carry it just like this, but it also has these feet that lay down so that you can turn it into a tripod and sit it down where you need to. This thing is very cool. I did a review on this. I like it a lot. I brought it. Would I bring it again? I'm going to say yes, but only if I really felt like I needed it. I brought it. I didn't feel like I really needed it. I did use it a few days, but I ended up actually switching over and using my my GoPro shorty stick. So I'm going to put this in the yes pile, even though I may not use it all the time. I actually bought a couple of things while I was there. I actually bought the DJI Osmo Pocket audio adapter because they had a DJI store in Paris. And so I bought one because I have been unable to find one here in the US for like 10 months. And they had one, so I bought it. So now the next time I travel, I may actually travel with my DJI Osmo Pocket. So I'll set that off to the side. And then this is just a little USB-C to 3.5 millimeter adapter for my Samsung phone, so I can plug in a microphone or headphones or whatever if I want to. So I bought that there too. Now these are my Jabra Elite, my Jabra Sport Elite truly wireless earphones. I didn't actually use them. So if I was traveling by myself, I think I might take these with me because I would be more alone more, and I probably want to listen to music or a podcast or something. But because I was with my wife and we were talking all the time, I didn't need them. And when I was on the plane and using headphones, I was using the active noise canceling ones. So would I bring these again? I'm going to say no. I'm going to leave those behind. Again, I have a phone clip. This was an extra one I brought. Didn't need it. This one has the GoPro mount, which is the reason why I brought it. But I didn't need it. It just ended up taking up space, so I'm going to put that off to the side there. So we have a few other things. We have the this is the Litra. This is the Litra Pro. This is a light here, and I did a review on this a while back here. So this is a nice light. It's fantastic. And did I use it? No, I did not. So it's fantastic as it is. It's going to go into the no pile unless I have a very specific need for that. If I know I'm going to plan on going out and doing some vlogging at night or something, or in dark places, I may bring it. But definitely that's in the no pile for right now. This is the Rode Wireless Go microphone system. And again, if I'm going somewhere and I plan on vlogging, I'll take these with me. But for what I was doing this time, just on vacation, shooting a lot of photos and what, it just sat in my bag, taking up space and weight. So that's going to be a no. Now this, on the other hand, this actually came in quite handy because this is the Olight. I'm not sure which model this one. This is the, oh, here we go. This is the Olight S1R Baton. So this is the Olight S1R Baton. That is a little tiny flashlight there, if you can see that. And it's fantastic. This thing is super, super bright. You know, it's it really is powerful. But this is great because you can throw this in your pocket and take it with you and not really notice the weight, or you can put it in your backpack and take it with you and not really notice the weight. And if you're out walking around at night, it's nice to have a little bit of a light with you that you can take with you. So this is definitely going to go with me again. And again, that's the Olight S1R baton. So these are the Libratone. God, which ones are these? They're Libratone earphones. They're cabled earphones, but these ones actually have the USB-C port on there, so I could plug them into my Samsung phone. And it turned out I didn't need them. So, and in fact, Samsung actually provided me earphones with USB-C, port on there in the box when I bought the phone. So I may take those instead. But these, I didn't need them, so I'll probably leave them behind next time. And let's see. That's getting down to the gist of most of it here. I have a few things I think I have in here. I have this, which is this little, it's like one of these little neck cooler things. There's different ones you can get. You just put it, you can either wet this and put it around your neck, or I use it to actually put it over my face and nose sometimes when I'm on the airplane, because I have a tendency to get stuffy with all that recycled air. You guys might be able to hear it right now. But yes, I would definitely take this again. I have my Ray-Bans. These are my sunglasses you guys have seen me wear. A few people have asked if I would do a review on them. And these are the folding Wayfarers. So there you have them. You can see they fold up and just like that. So they're nice and compact. These go with me pretty much everywhere. I've had these for, I don't know, for years and years and years. Let's see, what else do I have? I ended up getting some granola from the from the plane, so I'll deal with that. And then I have my Insta360 1X. And so, yes, I use this quite frequently. I really enjoyed having this with me. It was a lot of fun. I didn't really shoot any video with it. I shot it mostly photos with it. I didn't bring the invisible selfie stick because I thought it was a little bit long. I would really like it if they would create a short invisible selfie stick. That would be kind of cool. So what I ended up doing was actually using it with my GoPro Shorty stick. So you can see right there, that's the Shorty stick. And when you take it off of the Shorty stick, obviously it's a little bit smaller profile there. So, but yeah, so I ended up using the Shorty stick with the Insta360 1X, and it works out nicely. So I will definitely take that again. Let's see what else is in here. Car keys, medicine, stuff like that. There is extra pair of drawers, because if you ever have an accident somewhere and you need extra drawers, you want to have extra drawers. A Twix bar, which I didn't eat, which I'm going to eat now, I guess. An extra fig bar, a pen. This is something that some of us forget to use because we're so digital nowadays, but this is a Fisher, I believe it's a Fisher Space pen, yeah. So I would get something like this, put it in there. You can write upside down. You can write, at weird angles. You can write on wet paper, but it's really nice because if you're on a plane, you need to fill out a customs form or something. A lot of that stuff is digital now, but sometimes you still need to fill things out. This is a nice thing to have. Yeah, I guess that's about it. I think that is everything that is in my bag. Yeah. So again, this is the Wandered Provoke, and the last things I did want to talk about was my phones that I took. I took two phones. I took the Galaxy Note 10 Plus and the iPhone XS Max. Now, this is my main phone. This is the one that's been my main phone. I bought this, I've been reviewing it. I think I'm actually going to switch and go from iOS to Android as my main phone. I usually do it the other way around. I have a T-Mobile SIM card in here, which does work overseas. I'll be perfectly honest with you, the speeds are so ridiculously slow as far as data is concerned. For me, I found it wasn't really even worth it to use. I ended up just using this one, and when I found Wi-Fi spots. So yeah, but for my photography needs, I use this probably 90% of the time, and one of the reasons for that is that it has a wide angle and a super wide angle lens on here that is so much better than the iPhone XS Max. Now, I know that they have since announced the iPhone 11 Pro, which has the wide angle lens, and the iPhone 11, but the Note 10 Plus has that wide angle and super wide angle, which is so much nicer. And it also has that super wide angle on the selfie camera, which makes it so much easier to take a nice selfie and get a lot of the background in there so you can actually see where your selfie is. So the iPhone, would I take it again? No, I would leave that behind. I would leave that behind definitely. I think what I might do if I was going to go, I would just take the T-Mobile SIM card out of it, put it in here, and use it in this phone and use this phone. And actually what I might end up doing is just using this phone as my main phone anyways. I'm really thinking about switching over and going Android as my daily driver for a long while. So the only the only other thing I did take that I haven't really talked about is my Garmin Fenix 5 Plus watch. And the reason why I brought this versus my Apple Watch is that this thing has an insane battery life. It's like if you just use it in just straight smartwatch mode, I believe it's like 12 days of usage or something like that where you get battery life. But, you know, I used it. I used the GPS on it to track walks and hikes and stuff like that. I only charged it once while I was there. So I used it, I charged it once, and I was good to go. So, I mean, I was using the GPS. It was tracking my steps. I had the heart rate on, 24 hours a day, and it still was just fantastic. So, some of the things that I did not bring, well, one of the main things I didn't bring was the DJI Osmo Pocket. And I didn't bring that camera because I didn't have an audio adapter. And I've really just been kind of ticked off with DJI about not having those available. But actually, now that I actually have one, and when I got to Paris and I found the audio adapter, I was kind of kicking myself for not having one. I wish that I did. And also, I did miss not having it at a time when I went up to the top of the Arc de Triomphe and I was shooting panorama photos, and they have these nice sweeping views of the city. And with the Osmo Pocket, with one button, you can just push a button and it'll shoot multiple photos, stitch it all together, and you'll have your panoramas made for you. So I really wish that I had it then. I didn't. I actually end up using my Galaxy Note 10 Plus, which also did a very good job of making the panoramas, but you do have to physically move the phone along to make that happen. So anyways, you guys, there you have it. That is everything that was in my tech bag when I went. There's a pile over here of stuff that I will not take again with me. I'm not taking my iPad. I'm not taking my, well, I'll take my iPad if I need it, but for general stuff, I probably won't take it again. I won't take my A7R3. I won't take my 16-35 lens, my 35 millimeter lens. I won't take my Nintendo Switch unless I'm traveling alone. I won't take my iPhone 10 S Max or my my Jabra Elite Sports or the Rode Wireless Go or some of those little cables and stuff I didn't end up needing. I won't take that stuff. But on the other side, the stuff that I will take my Jabra noise canceling headphones. I will take my Insta360X. I will take the Zero Limit battery pack. I will take my that JanSport Matrix pouch. And honestly, now that I have the audio adapter for my Osmo Pocket, I may actually take that as well. So there's I have the GoPro I'll probably take. I haven't decided. There's for as far as GoPros are concerned, I use my GoPro a lot for when I would vlog, but I have to be honest with you, when I have that Note 10 Plus with the ultra wide angle lens, I haven't really found the need to use my GoPro nearly as much as I would have before. My Insta360 Go, Insta360X, I use that mostly just for 360 photos that were fun. So I don't know if I'd use that for vlogging. I'll have to see. I don't really vlog when I was out there because I was really on holiday. My wife wanted me to take time off and not really work. She wanted me just to spend time with her and not think about that stuff. So if I was traveling alone, this may look a little bit different on what I would take. But for a straight vacation for a week, this is all of the junk that I took. I actually carried a smaller backpack, and I put that smaller stuff. I put stuff in the smaller backpack, so I didn't carry all this stuff with me every day. But this is what came along with me in my tech bag. So anyways, you guys, that's it. It's been a long video, I know, but I had a lot of stuff I want to show you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it. If you have any questions about any of the gear that I took with me, and any of it looks interesting to you, please feel free to drop me a comment in the comment section, or a question in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer any questions I have for you guys. And if you're interested in buying any of these things that I saw, I'll try and leave some links to stuff in the video description. But if I forget some of it, just hit me up and let me know what it is you're interested in, and I'll send you a link for it. So anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Facebook. And I am Larry with TodayIFeelLike.com. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.